Just getting ready to head down to the track for third day in a row. So I did a little warm-up ride, just did some sprints, and then going down to track league this evening. I'm not doing track league itself, but I'm getting on for a full individual pursuit effort before track league starts to get a hand-timed effort in to try and do 4:35 or better, so that I can enter the British Champs. So yeah, looking forward to that. Was on the track yesterday, got a nice session in, just familiarising myself with riding the boards at speed. Team pursuit session on the Sunday, and yeah, feeling good. Managed to did a standing start at the end of my track session yesterday, so I know that I'm at least not going to deck it as long as I don't pull my foot out again. Tried one start, pulled my right foot out, either it wasn't clipped in properly or actually yanked it out. But yeah, did another one, and yeah, absolutely fine. Wasn't amazing, but first standing start, and yeah, I know I can manage it. I know I can get off the line and get up to speed. So yeah, we'll get out there, give it my best shot, and see what I can manage. Snip off the zip ties, remove this mount, and then just have my Wahoo like tucked under my skin suit, I guess. R3, time to get on the road. It's cold and wet, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be riding at the velodrome. 5 to 5 now. Probably track league warm up starts at 6:30, so I'll probably get on track at 6:15 for my effort. So got a bit over an hour to get everything sorted and yeah, get ready for 4 minutes of pain, which is hopefully quicker than 4:35 at least.
I'm dead. Oh my god. But we did it.
Little debrief from the IP yesterday. So thanks to Neil at Derby Arena Track League for allowing me to get my IP effort done before Track League started. So before they got on track for their warm up, and then one of the coaches, Simon, who I did my stage 1 and stage 2 track accreditation with, he made sure that we turned on the lights a little bit earlier and got me some time on track, so I was able to hit a few bends at speed, just work up height on the track, and then dive into the black line and hit like 3 bends at speed, that twice at the end of a warm up, and then I felt like I was good to go for my effort. And Simon held me up on the line. We had 2 timekeepers, and they both recorded 3:32. They were 200th of a second off from each other, and the lap splits were very close to each other as well. So 2 sets of timings, and hopefully that's sufficient for entering the British Champs. Apply for that event and then work towards that for the next 6 weeks or so, which has been the goal for the winter, but obviously I hadn't set a time yet, so wouldn't have been able to enter the event until I'd done that, and I only had yesterday to do it and potentially the week after if I hadn't got it yesterday. But thankfully under the British Champs qualifying time of 4:35, so 4:32, and yeah, it was a bit of a shock to the system. It was a really tough effort. Yeah, definitely went out a bit too hard. Way too hard. Yeah, I was suffering like a dog after about 3 laps, I'll be honest. After about 3 or 4 laps, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can do this. I think I need to pull up. But I'm like, I'm here, I'm doing it. I need to finish it and at least get a timed effort on the board, and then we can build from there, no matter what it may be. And then when I'd finished and Neil came over to me, it was a nice surprise when he asked me, what time were you looking for? And I'm like, British Champs is 4:35. I don't know if I've got that. And he's like, yep, 4:32. I'm like, oh, fab. It's beforehand, people asking if I thought I'd be able to get it. I'm like, if I get it, it's going to be close. If I miss out on it, it's going to be close as well. I knew it would be a fine margin either way based on how my training was going, but yeah, really happy to be on the right side of that. The actual start itself was okay, but yeah, it just takes a lot out of you, and then you need to push on to get up to speed, but it's that fine balance of not overcooking it, and I felt like I went a bit too far as I was really suffering. But I kept going. It felt like my cadence had dropped to 70 RPM, but it was probably more like it was probably stayed close to 100 for the whole effort. Um, my aero was deteriorating, but surprisingly, my line wasn't too bad. Like my line's not great, just because of my lack of track time. But considering how absolutely knackered was, I was surprised at how good my line was on the track. Just because I kind of just had to relax into it. The bike just had to go where it went, and yeah, definitely improve. That's one of the main things to improve on. But yeah, I was surprised at how good my line was, considering how I was just absolutely in the box. Definitely want to pace it better. So get out hard, try and get up to speed, but not completely destroy myself, and then be able to at least keep it steady, if not build a little bit, just like have a little bit in the tank. Maybe your aero position starts deteriorating, but then you're able to lift the power a little bit to keep the cadence and the speed the same. Same with the line. Like if your line's going to get worse, then you want to be having a little bit more in the tank just to kind of maintain that same sort of actual lap split. So lap split not necessarily being the same as speed. But yeah, things to work on. 6 weeks to do that. Get down to Derby more. Do my sessions to spend time at speed, as that's the most useful thing. Got the data from it as well, which was interesting. It also kind of told me that my speed sensor's not super accurate. The speed values that it's giving are kind of seem accurate enough, but then I kind of get these like micro dropouts where I'm around that like 53, 54, 55k an hour, and I'll get these like little dropouts where it will say I'm like below 50k an hour, like 45, 48, despite the fact my cadence from my power meter is exactly the same. So I'm not sure why that is, but I think that's what's causing this discrepancy where the speed values, if I take an average section of my data file, then the speed values are lower. The average speed is lower because I'm getting these little micro dropouts. So I'm not sure what that is. It's not just something I can calibrate the wheel size and stuff like that. Like it's not to do with that. So that's a bit strange, but I mean it's giving decent values. It's just like reading like 5% under or something. But for the British for doing the actual effort, that tells me what I was actually doing because I've got these lap splits from the guys at Track League. But yeah, overall, very happy. And yeah, it just means I can continue working towards this goal. Even if I didn't get it, like I was saying, I was gonna continue doing the track stuff and working towards the goal as though I'd qualified for it. And maybe just do an effort that same sort of week. But it's much nicer just to be able to enter the big event and then see how I do on the big stage at least. So yeah, we'll had a rest day today, day after track league, and then get on with training for the rest of the week. Whew. Just under an hour into my ride, just been doing my sprints, and yeah, I'm dead. I did a 30-second effort, and then after that, I'm just cooked. Feels like this. So I've got a fair term after sprints, and yeah, keep pushing on through, and then I'll move on to my high torque work. But whew, I'm already cooking. Getting boiled alive like a frog. My word. 7 by 2 minutes at 490 watts. 50, probably average out at 52, 53 RPM. Bro, I'm so cooked. Had a bit of a break after the sprints before the high torque, but Jesus Christ, man. Good session that though. Just done 25 minutes on the rollers, yeah, and then did half an hour on the turbo yesterday after clearing snow off the garage roof. Yeah, just not quite feeling right. Don't feel like completely ill or anything, but yeah, just like a bit of a sore throat, especially in the morning, and then it kind of clears up. Tickling my nose, sneezing a fair bit, but yeah, just not 100% feeling right. So giving myself a little bit of rest just to clear that out of the system. I know mentally I was feeling really weird the last couple of days, and presumably down to some sort of illness, because feeling much better, much more with it today. But yeah, still not feeling right. So maybe potentially rest day tomorrow as well, just to get it fully cleared. I mean, I'm booked in for the track on Monday, so ideally I'd be down for that to do some efforts. But yeah, we'll just have to see. No need to rush it. No need for panic stations. Just keep it nice and under control and clear this out of the system, and then get back into the training. Bedbound on a Sunday, not a good sign. Yeah, probably feeling about the same as Friday and Saturday, just not quite right. Not feeling too bad, to be honest. Definitely feeling a bit stuffy and phlegmy today. Yeah, my nose is kind of obviously blocked now because I sound like a nasally, just tickly nose, sneezing, stuff like that. But no sore throat, uh, no weird symptoms or anything. I've just been taking the dogs out for a walk for the past few days in the snow, trying like half an hour of riding and being like, okay, I'm getting the legs moving, but I know I'm not quite right. I'm booked in for the track tomorrow, so I'll go down for that. But if I'm not feeling great, then I'll just play it by ear, take it nice and sensibly. But try and get some recent track time in, as I haven't run the track since did my IP effort on Tuesday. So want to continue getting some sort of track time in. It's not going to be the greatest session ever. It's still going to be useful. Just try and nip this weird little illness in the bud. Hopefully be back to regular scheduled training next week. But yeah, no point trying to push through it and be like, oh yeah, of course I could manage like 2 hours zone two, but it's not going to do me good. It's just going to set me back, and it's not going to push me forward. So calm it down, get reset, and then get back to my normal training. So hopefully that'll be next week.